Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss the topic 4.4, that is the presentation of data. The presenting data in the form of graphs is called as a what? The graphic presentation of the data. What is a graph? It is a geometric image of the data. A graph is a diagram consisting of lines of statistical data. The graph is drawn on a graph paper, and graph has two intersecting lines. What are these? These are called as the axes. That are the x-axis and the y-axis. The horizontal line is called as x-axis and the vertical line is called as a y-axis. The point of intersection is called as a O. The O point is common to both x and y, and hence the x-axis is called the OX line and the y-axis is also called as a what? OY line. This is the graph of the what, that is this monthly fish landing in a pond, and where you can observe the what, this is the what, the y-axis, that is a vertical line, and where the months are given, this is the what, the horizontal line, this is the x line, and this is the O, or the point where that is the OX and the what, that is the OY line. And this is the what, the month, and the what, catch in tons. That's the in January, that is the what, the 20 tons, then February 25 tons, March 30 tons, April 10 tons, then May 35, and June 40. And this is the what, the graphic representation of the data, and that we called it as a graph. A suitable scale is given for each axis. That is, usually dependent variables are marked on the x-axis. A title is given to a graph. This is the title of the graph, the table 2.1, monthly fish landing in a pond. This is the what, the title of the graph. The values corresponding to x and y axis are plotted on the paper. These are the values, and these are the month are plotted on the paper, that is 0, 5, 10, all are the equidistance. The points are joined with straight or curved line. These are the what, that January and at 20, this point is made, and then these points are joined with a straight or the curved lines. The graphs are classified into two types. Namely, the first one is a what? The time series graph, and another one is a what? Frequency distribution graph. First, we'll discuss the time series graph. The graph containing data that vary with the time are called as time series data or the time series graph. The time units such as year, month, week, days, hours, minutes, etc. are marked on the x-axis, and other units are marked on the y-axis. The units corresponding to x and y axis are plotted on the graph paper, and the points are joined either by straight line or the curved lines. The time series graphs are also called as line graphs. Example, monthly fish landing in a pond, then yield of paddy in different years. That is what, the time series graph that we have discussed. Then the what, a time series graph are of again four types. The graph of one variable, graph of two or more variable, range chart, and the band graph. These are the four types of the what, the time series graph. First, we'll discuss the graph of one variable. When only one variable is represented on the x-axis, time is marked, and the y-axis, the value of variables are marked. The various points are joined by the straight line, and that we called it as a graph of one variable. And this is the what, the graph of one variable, monthly fish landing in a pond. This is the what, the graph of one variable. Then next one is the what, the graph of two or more variable. If the unit of measurement is the same, we can represent the two or more variables on the same graph. Example, the data about the agriculture production over the past 6 years are represented by a single graph. That is what, in 1986, 87, 88, 99, 90, and 91. For these 6 years, the production of wheat and pulses and the paddy, it is shown in the what that is a single graph. And such type of the graph that is called as a what graph of two or more variable. That is here in 1986 you can observe the what that is a this is the what the wheat production of the wheat, that is what how much the 100, then that is a what the pulses how much it is a what the 130, and the paddy that was a 160. Likewise you can also show or the present the data or the what data of the what that is a past 6 years within a single what that is a graph, and that is called as a what graph of two or more variable. Then range chart, that is the it is used to exhibit the minimum and maximum values of variable. For example, to highlight the range of variation of temperature on different days. This is the what the highest and the lowest temperature on the different days, that is from Monday to Friday. And you can observe that is on the Monday, this is the what the lowest temperature, that is a 30, highest temperature is a 50. Then this is a what on Tuesday, the what the lowest temperature that was a 25, the highest temperature was 40. Likewise on the what that you can show the what present your range of the data or the range of the values in a given graph, and this is a range chart showing the range of temperature for the 5 days from Monday to Friday. This is called as a what the range chart. Then the last chart, that is what the band graph, that or the layer chart. Here in band graph the various component parts are represented in the forms of band, one above the other, and it is also known as component part line chart. The various component parts are plotted one over the other, and the gaps between the successive lines are filled by the different shades or color. Here this is the one parameter, the second and the third. Here we are explaining the what the three things. One is the what the for how much years, that is a for 5 years. You have explained that is the 1987 to 1991. And what you are showing the yield of paddy, wheat, and the what that is a chilies. This brown color, that is this is the what the paddy, then this is a yellowish, that is a what the wheat, and then next is the what that is a production of chilies. So if you observe the what that is a this paddy, that is a what 0 to 20 means this 20, then next 10, that is what 20 to 30 is what wheat, and next that is a 5 means 30 to 35, that is what chilies. Likewise if you are showing the what that is a various component in a one graph, then these are called as a in the form of the band, then it is called as a band graph, or it is called as a what layer chart. Then the frequency distribution graphs are graphs obtained by plotting a group data, and that is collectively called as a what the frequency distribution graphs. The frequency distribution is the group data. Frequency distribution can be represented in four types of graphs, namely histogram, frequency polygon, frequency curve, and ogives. Now, what are these histogram, frequency polygon, ogives, frequency curve? We'll discuss all these one by one. First one is histogram. It is a graph containing frequencies in the form of vertical rectangles. These are the what the frequencies which are shown in a what that is a vertical rectangles. And it is an area diagram. It is a graphical representation of frequency distribution. The y-axis is marked with frequencies, and vertical rectangles are drawn as per the height of the frequency of each class. The rectangles are drawn without any gap in between them. There is no gap in between these two variables. That and the what these are the height, that is depends on the what that is the variables of the what that is a y-axis. The width of rectangle are drawn without any gap in between, and the width of rectangle is equal to the range of the class. The height of the class, each rectangle is equal to the frequency of each class. Means this height, it is related to the what that is the frequency of each class. Then the histogram is a two-dimensional diagram because the height and width of rectangle are as per the data. The histogram is a different from the bar diagram. Bar diagram is one dimensional because in bar diagram the height is as per data and the width is not as per the data. This is the what frequency distribution graph, or that is the what the histogram. This histogram, there is a no gap in between these two rectangles, and it gives a clear picture of entire data. It simply is here you can observe the what that is the height of the trees, that is what, and the what the number of the this height, that is the what tree heights, and the what that is the trees. So the number of the trees, how much that is the what the 30 trees having the what that is a height in between 150 to 200 centimeter. Then this few five trees having the height in between 100 to 150 centimeter. Then next that is what the 25 trees having the what height in between 200 to 250 centimeter. Then the what the 50 trees having the what height in between 250 to 300 centimeter, and the 350 that is what in between 300 to 350 that is what centimeter, the what how much trees that is at near about 12 trees are there. So this is how the you can show the what histogram, or the it gives a clear picture of entire data. It simplifies the complex data. This type of the data, or the showing the data, it is attractive and impressive. It is very easily memorized. Median and mode can be located. Then it facilitates the comparison of two or more frequency distribution on the same graph, and it gives an idea of pattern of distribution of variables in the population. These are the what the uses or importance of the histogram. Then this is the what that is a histogram showing the what that is a this, that is the what the continuous data frequency, that is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, up to the 90 to 100, means that is the marks of the student and the number of student. The number of student which got the marks, that is in between 0 to 10, these are the 7 shown in this screen. Then without any gap, next 10 to 20, that is what the those got the what this mark, that is what the number is the 14. Then the what 20 to 30, that is what these are the now these are the this 20. Then 30 to 40, that is what the 22. Then next to that, that is a 40 to 50, 18. Likewise, you can represent the what the all the what that is a number of the students against the what that is the marks of the student, and such type of the presentation of data is called as a what the histogram. And that is the in histogram, that is a what it is a graphical presentation of what frequency distribution, and these frequencies we show in the what that is a vertical rectangles, and the width of the rectangle is equal to the range of the class. Here the range of the class is what the 0 to 10, means 10 is the range, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. That is the what the width is related to the what that is the this the rectangle. Then next one is what the frequency polygon. The polygon is a histogram with straight line joining the midpoints of the top of the rectangles. Polygons means figure with many angles. This is a polygon, just like our histogram, but at the center we are taking the point and making the what that is a straight line, and that we called it as a what the frequency polygon. Here also there is a no gap. This is the frequency distribution, and therefore that is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, like this. The same that is what the data we are shown in the form of the what that is a frequency polygon, and this is what the frequency curve. It is an area diagram. Polygon is a graph, and it is a graphical representation of the frequency distribution. The x-axis is marked with a class interval, and y-axis marked with the frequencies. The vertical rectangles are drawn as per height of the frequency of each class. The rectangles are drawn without gap in between. The width of each rectangle is equal to range of the class. The height of each rectangle is equal to the frequency of each class. The midpoints of the top of rectangles are joined by the straight line. That is very much important. The midpoints are joined, which are present at the top. They are joined with the help of the what that is a straight line. The width of each the rectangles are drawn without gap in between and which of each rectangle is equal to range of the class. The height of each rectangle equal to frequency of each class and the midpoint of the top of the rectangle joined by straight lines. The area of polygon is equal to the area of the histogram. Uses of the frequency polygon, it gives a clear picture of entire data. It simplifies the complex data. It is attractive and impressive. It is easily memorized. Median and mode can be located. It facilitates the comparison of two or more frequency distribution on the same graph, and it gives an idea of the pattern of distribution of variables in a population. This is a frequency polygon, and the area of the frequency polygon is equal to the area of the what, that is a histogram, and this is what regarding the frequency polygon. The next one is about the frequency curve. Frequency curve is a graph of frequency distribution where the line is smooth, like what, that is a, this is a smooth line. This is the histogram, and what, instead of the straight line we are making the line how it is a smooth line, like the what, this is a curve, that is a normal distribution curve, and you are making the what, that is a line smooth. This is the what, the frequency curve. It is just like a frequency polygon. In the polygon, the line is straight, but in the frequency curve, the line is smooth. It is an area diagram and it is a graphical representation of frequency distribution. The x-axis is marked with class interval and y-axis is marked with the what, that is a frequency. This is the what, the class interval 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and these are the what, at the vertical or on the y-axis we are presenting the what, that is the frequencies. A histogram is drawn. The midpoints of the top rectangle, top at the top of the rectangles are joined by smooth line. The beginning and the end of the curve should touch the x-axis and the midpoints of first and last class interval. The area of polygon is equal to area of histogram. The frequency curve is divided into three types based on the shape of the curve. First one is a normal distribution curve, positively skewed distribution curve, and a negatively. This is a what, the normal distribution curve, which is a bell shaped. Then this is a what, the negatively skewed that is a what, negatively skewed, that is a what, the distribution curve, and this is a what, the positively skewed distribution curve. So this is the what, the positively skewed, and this is the what, negatively skewed, and this is the what, the normal distribution curve. So such type of the curves you can observe in a what, that is a this frequency curve. The normal distribution curve is a symmetrical and has an inverted bell shape. The positively skewed distribution curve is asymmetrical. The low values of variables have the higher frequencies. The low that is the what, the low having the what, that is the low variables having the what, that is a higher frequencies, and the what, the negatively skewed distribution is also asymmetrical, and high values of variables have highest frequencies. What are the use of frequency curve? It gives the clear picture of entire data. It is easily memorized. It facilitates the comparison of two or more frequency distribution on the same graph, and it gives an idea of pattern of distribution of variables in the population. So these are the what, that is the graph. This is the what, the data, that is the marks, or this is the frequency curve, this is the histogram, and instead of what, that is the joining these all the what midpoints by the what straight line, we are joining all these points with the help of the what, the smooth line, and that we called it as a frequency curve, which are of three types, that is a what, this is the inverted bell shaped curve, then this is a what, negatively skewed, and this is a positively skewed curve. So these are the what, the frequency curves. Then next, that is the ogive curve, or that called it as what, cumulative frequency curve. When the cumulative frequencies are plotted on a graph, then frequency curve obtained is called as a ogive, or the what, that is a cumulative frequency curve. Here the class limits are or class intervals are again shown on the x-axis, and cumulative frequencies are shown on the y-axis. So this is the what, this is the ogive curve, and these ogive curves are of two types. One is a less than and another one is a more than. Here the cumulative frequency is there, and in drawing of an ogive, cumulative frequency is plotted at the upper limit of the class interval. The successive points are lateral joined together to get the ogive curve. That is less than ogive and the more than ogive. Here the word in less than ogive, we calculate the frequencies from above to below, and the cumulative frequencies are plotted, and the word that is the join the curve. Here the word that is a weight of insects in gram, and the word that is a we are showing the word that is the frequency. That this is the word 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50. And the word that is a we are making the word that is a audio. That is what the frequency. That is what the weight less than. That is a weight less than. When we are to calculate the less than, as it is a cumulative, we have to cumulate or the add each every time you have to add the frequency. How much number of the insect which are less than the 10 grams? How much? That is what less than 10. These are the 5. Then the those insect which having the weight less than the 20 gram, that will be the 10 plus 5, that is a 15. Then those insects which are having the weight less than the 30 gram, these are the 15 plus 10 plus 5, that equal to 30. Those insects having the weight less than the what, that is a 30 to 40 grams, that equal to the cumulative of all these, that is these 30 and 8, these are the 38. And the insect which having the weight less than 40 to 50 grams, that is what the cumulative of all that 44. And therefore now we have to show the what, that is a points at this, and you will get the what this at the 10, that is what this 10, we will get the how much frequency, that is what 5 is the frequency. At the what, that is a weight 20, weight of the insect, that is a what less than 20, that is what how much, that is a 15. Then next to this, that is what after this is a 15 point. Then next, that is a for 30, the frequency is the 30. Then for 40, the frequency is the 38, and for 50 the frequency is what, 44. So likewise what, the we have to join the all these by the straight line, and this curve is called as a what, less than ogive curve. This is the what, the weight, that is the ogive curve for the what, that is a weight of insects in gram. Then the what, that is the same frequency, but we are here we are showing the what, that is a more than ogive. What is that more than ogive? Every time that is a more than, that is a weights more than. Here weights more than 0. How many, that is the how many insects having the weight more than 0? That equal to the 44. That you have the cumulative frequency total of all these. Then how much are the insect which having the weights more than 10? These are the what? The 39. Then weights more than the 20, these are the 29. 30, that is 14. Then weights more than 40 gram, that is what? The how much? That is a 6. And weight more than 50, that is what's a 0. Likewise, we have to what, that is a draw the points on this, that is what, at the 0, that is what, the 50, and the what, that is this 0, that is what, the 44. Then next, that is what, next point, that is at the 10, that is what, the 39. At the 20 point, the what, 29. Then at the 30, then that how much, 14. At the 40.6, and at the 50, the 0. Likewise, we have to join all the what, that is about these points with the what, straight line, and this is the what, more than ogive curve showing the weight of the insect. So this is regarding the ogive curves. So these all are the what, that is a regarding the what, that is a histograms, and the what, that is a frequency distribution, or the showing the frequency distribution. Then next one is a what, the diagrammatic presentation of the data. That was just we have discussed the what, the graphic presentation of the data. Then another way of showing the data or presenting the data is a diagrammatic presentation of data. Drawing designed to explain a data is the very diagrammatic presentation. Diagram is a design for a set of values. The diagrams are of following types. What are these? Line diagrams, bar diagrams, then the pie diagrams, pictograms, and the what, that is a cartograms. Then the line diagrams. In line diagrams, the data are drawn in the form of the vertical line, as shown in this what, that is a line diagram. This data is shown in the form of the what, line. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. In line diagram, the data are drawn in the form of vertical line. The y-axis is marked with the atoms on a certain scale, and the x-axis is marked with a what that is a the atoms that the x-axis marked with atoms on a certain scale. The vertical lines are drawn from x-axis proportionate to the what that is a frequency. Here you can observe the what that is a the crop planted in garden, that is a ladyfinger. How much is the frequency? 40. So we are observing showing the what frequency by the line, that is a 40. For brinjal, the frequency is the how much? 25. For tomato, the frequency is 15, and for pea plant, the frequency is 10. This is the what the how the line diagram is shown. Equal space is given in between the vertical lines, and it is one-dimensional diagram as the height alone is considered. And such type of the data or the presentation of the diagram is called as what the line diagram for the crop. This is the what the crop planted in the garden, and this is the frequency, and this is the what the one-dimensional data. Then the bar diagram. The bar diagram, in bar diagram the data it is drawn in the form of the rectangles or the bars, and there is a what space in between them. These the x-axis on the x-axis is marked with a variable on scale, that is a what the this just same example, ladyfinger, brinjal, tomato, and the pea, and the what y-axis marked with a what frequency on a scale, that is 40, 25, 15, and the 10. Vertical rectangles are drawn as per the height of frequency. Equal space is given between the rectangles. The width of each rectangle should be also same. The colors or shade may be given for the rectangle, and it is one-dimensional diagram as height alone is considered. The width is not considered. The value may be written at the top of the rectangle. The bar diagram is of following types: simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, component bar diagram, and the percentage bar diagram. This is the what the simple bar diagram that we have shown here. This is the simple bar diagram. Next one is a what? Multiple. Simple. What is that simple bar diagram? This is shown here. It is very simple. It has vertical rectangles at regular interval. The height of each rectangular is corresponding to the frequency of the data, and the width of each rectangle should be same. The rectangle may be given colors or shade, and it is a one dimensional. In the multiple bar diagram, we are showing the more than the two bars. The multiple bar diagram contains two or more bars drawn side by side, and it is also called as a compound bar diagram. Here in the year that we are showing the what that is the total production in ton and the total cost of the production, that is in rupees. That is what in 1951 what was the what the total production, and what this is the production cost. They are showing, we are showing these both the bars side by side, and such type of the bar diagrams are called as a what the multiple bar diagrams. Then next one is what the component bar diagram. What is the component bar diagram? In this diagram, each rectangle is subdivided into segment as per the data, and it is also called as subdivided bar diagram. What is it? That is, we are showing the what that is this group blood group of the what that is the students. That is the what BSc 1, BSc 2, and BSc. The students in the BSc 1 that were having the what that is a the these having the what that is a blood group, that is what 5. Then having the what that is a O blood group, these are the what the 7. Then AB, that is what the 9, and the what that is a O, then the O is the what that is a 7, and the AB is the this 9. Likewise, what that is a we are showing the what that is a the data of the what that is a BSc part 1, BSc part 2, and the what that is a BSc final. So the what that is a each bar is divided into the 4 components or divided into 4 segments to represent the data, and so that how that is that number is what that is a divided, and in this way the what that is a component bar diagram is shown. Then percentage bar diagram. Here instead of what that is a we are making the percentage. So in a what that is a this in percentage bar diagram, the rectangles are at equal height and equal spacing is given between the bars, and we are showing the percentage of the student with the A blood group, that is what the 5%, this is one. Then the B group, this is what, then next it is what, how much, 55%, means this is up to the 5 plus 55, that is the 60. Then AB, that is what, 35%, means 60 plus 5, 35, that will be the what, 95, and remaining 5 is the what, that is a O blood group. Likewise, you can show the what, that is a percentage in a what, the bar diagram, and that is called as a percentage bar diagram. Here the rectangles are at equal height and equal spacing is given between the bars, and in a single bar you can show the what, that is a percentage, and such type of the bar diagram, these are called as a what, percentage bar diagram. Then next one is a pie diagram. It is most popular diagram you might have seen. The pie diagram, the data are presented in the form of the circle. In this way, in this manner, the what, that is a pie diagram is shown in the form of the circle. And the pie diagram is also called as a circle diagram. Total area of the circle is what? How much degree? That is what? 360 degree. And you have to calculate. So the data, first it is converted into the degrees, and accordingly the circle is partitioned. As the data is drawn as per the angles degrees, pie diagram is also called as the angular diagram. The partitions are given in different colors. Here you can show the partitions in the one that is a different color. It is called as an angular diagram or it is a circular diagram. It is an area diagram and it is a two-dimensional diagram. The values are added to get the total. Then each value is converted into the degrees. And means first of all the value or the total of the what, all the values are done, and then each value is converted into the degrees, and this is done by dividing each value by total and multiplying it by 360. A circle is drawn and degree for each value is measured with a what, that is a instrument that is called as a protractor. This is the what we have shown, the what here, the what, the this is the what, the cost or the total cost in what, that is a millions on the what, that is agriculture, industries and minerals, irrigation, communication and miscellaneous. You have to total all it, and if you total it, that is how much, that is about 24,500. You are totaling it. Then if you have to calculate the what, that is how much degrees, this is the whole entire 360 degree, how much area of this miscellaneous will occupy. For that purpose we have to what, we have to what, divide this, that is what figure, that is 8,000 divided by total. This partition it is of 8,000 and you have to divide it by the 24,500 and multiply it with what, 360, and therefore this area will be the what, 117.55 degree, that is occupied by the miscellaneous. If you observe out of 360 degree, if you consider regarding the agriculture, how much, then that we have to what, that is a 6,000 divided by how much total, that is what, 24,500 and multiplied by 360, that is means the area occupied, it is what, 88.16, therefore near about the 90. You can observe the what, that is the angle of the what, near about 90, somewhat slightly deviated. Why? Because it is 88.16. So likewise you can calculate the degree and then you have to calculate or the mark the point with the help of the protractor. This is called as what, the pie chart or the pie diagram or angular diagram. Then the next one is a pictogram. Pictogram is a data. In pictogram, the data are drawn in the form of the picture. Here, that is what for small kids or for a layman, you can observe the what, that is the what, the fruit. This is the what, the apple fruit. The favorite fruit of how many people? That is a key. This one smile, that is what figure represent the one child. That is what apple. It is favorite fruit of the what, five people. Then banana, it is favorite of the what, that is a this seven. Then strawberry favorite of the three, pear favorite of the two, grapes favorite of four. Or like that, you can observe the what, that is a landing of the fish in the month of January, February, and the March. That is what here the what you can observe the what, that is a landing. That is landing of the fish. That fishes are shown according to the what, that is a landing. That is what it is near about the what, that is a 30 tons or the what, that is a here the 20 and data, it is near about the what, 25, and here near about the what, that is a 15. Likewise you can show the what, your data in the form of the what, that is a pictures, and If this data is shown in the form of the picture, then it is called as a pictogram. And the next one is about the cartogram. It is very much easier. That is what is this cartograms? The in cartograms, the data are presented in the form of the cartoons, and it is simple and it helps the what that is the layman. This is a smaller quantity. This is the higher quantity. This is a middle quantity. That is what increasing rates. That is a cartogram showing the population growth. Small population, then by the year that increase, again in the next few years it is increased, again next few year increase, like that. The what that is these cartograms are the, in cartograms the data are presented in the form of cartoons, and it is simple and it helps what that is a layman. This is all about the what the presentation of data. Thank you.